Let's continue to play with C# types. Here we have a variable called str1 of type string equals this. str2 of type string equals this string. And str3 of type string equals str1 plus str2 plus 4 keys. The result will be, if we will print the str1 to the console window, console.writeline str3 is this all statement. This is one of all of them together. Here we print to the console window the str at place 3 at the third place. Thirds mean actually 4 because we start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 means the fourth place. If we will look in the beginning of the str3, we'll start to count first, second, third, fourth. So the fourth character in the str3 it will be the character S. So here console write line str at place 3, we will print the letter S. Here we have two variables, num1 and num2 of type int. First one equals 10 and num2 equals 20. Bool b1, we create a variable of b1 of type bool. As we said before, a type bool allows us to choose between two options, true or false. And here we assign it true. On the first, after we created b1, we assign it true. So now b1 equals 2. But right after that, if we want to change it to false, very simple, b1 equals false. So now b1 equals false. Here we assign it a statement. The statement says that num2 is bigger, is greater than num1. If this is true, so b1 will be true. And in this case, num2 is truly bigger than num1 because num2 is 20 and num1 is 10. But here we assign it that b1 is equal num2 lower, smaller than num1. Of course, num2 is not smaller than num1, so this statement is false, and because of that, b1 now is false. Here we assign b1 another statement. Num1 not equal num2, and this is true. Num1 is not equal num2. Num1 is 10, num2 is 20. Num1 is not equal to num2. This is true, so b1 now equals 2. True. And here this statement says that num1 is equal, twice the sign of the equal sign. Twice the equal sign means that this part equal to this part, this variable equal to this variable. And num1, we say that b1 is equal to num1 equal to num2. And this is of course not right, this is wrong, this is false. And because of that, b1 equal false. Here we say that num1 is greater, is bigger or equal, or bigger or equal to num2. And this is false because num1 is not bigger and not equal to num2, so now b1 is false. Here we say that num1 is lower, smaller, or equal to num2. And this is true because num1 is smaller than num2. So now b1 equals true. If we want to write an expression that are more complex or have many operators, it is best if we will use brackets. So for example here, we have the comparison between this part. We say that this part is bigger than this part. In this part, first of all, we say that num2 divided by 2. Num2 we know it's 20, divided by 2 is 10, so this part equals 10. And we say that this 10 is bigger than num1. Num1 is also 10. So this statement is false. because this part is not bigger than num1. So this is false. Because of that, b1 equals false. Here we say we have three parts of this for this statement. First part, num1 bigger than 10, and second part, num2 is bigger than 20, and third part, 3 is smaller than 2. We say in this statement that only if all of these statements all of these conditions are true, only then b1 will be true too. Because this is and, this sign and this is and, means that all of them, this must be true, and this must be true, and this must be true, in order for b1 to be also true. But this is, of course, this statement, of course, is false, and b1 also false. And here we say that we use the sign or. In this statement, enough that only one of these two conditions will be true, and b1 already will be true too. If this is true, 3 is smaller than 2, or this part is true, that 4 is smaller than 5. If even one of them true, b1 will be true. Of course, if both of them will be true, so also b1 will be true, but one of them is enough. In this case, this part is true. 4 is smaller than 5, so because of that, b1 will be true. And here we have a little bit more complex statement. In this statement, we have two parts, first part and second part, and between them the or sign. So if only one of them, even one of them will be true, b1 will be true. This part is enough for us. If this is true, b1 will be true. If this part will be true, b1 will be true too. So let's see the first part. First part say that if 3 is lower than 2 and num1 not equal num2, means that in this part we need that those both condition will be true. First part and the second part. If both of them are true, so this statement is true, and this is enough for us for b1 to be true, because here is or. We don't need both of them. We don't need this one part and this part. If this part is true, which means 3 is lower than 2 and num1 not equal num2, so b1 will be true. But of course this part is not true, so we have to check the other part to see maybe this part is true. Because one part is enough, because this is the sign of or. And in this part we see that 4 is smaller than 5. And this is true. So this part is enough for us for b1 to be true. And console right line will show us that b1 is true.